Hi everyone, welcome back to Ginatopia. It's Gina and Miss Bella. This is part 2 of my eyeshadow declutter. You know, my goal was to get rid of at least 25% of my eyeshadows. I just have way too many that are not used. Grant you, they are not my high dollar eyeshadows because I have got rid of a lot of those, and I'm just not ready to part with any more of those. And I've got Bella hair all over me. I'm just not ready to part with any of those right now. But I am getting rid of a whole lot of other eyeshadows. And, yeah, I want to get rid of 25%. I want to get them out of my way, give them to someone who can use them, and friends or family. And if friends or family can't use them, then I'm going to donate them to a shelter. And Miss Bella, she's just being a little lava muffin. Being a little lava muffin this evening. Yeah. Yeah, she's being a little lava muffin. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that baby. Look at that baby laying in mommy's arms. Look at that little baby laying in mommy's arms. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, she's closing her eyes. She thinks she's going to lay here and fall asleep. Yeah, she thinks she's going to lay here and fall asleep. She got it wrong. Mommy's got things to do. Yeah, Mommy got things to do. Okay, let me put her down because we've got things to do. We've got palettes to go through. So, let's see. Do we start with the little palettes, the trios, and quads and stuff? Or do we start with the good stuff? Let's see. Which ones do we start with? Well, let's start with my Tarte Tarteist Pro palette. I love this palette. Not getting rid of it either. I've got a lot of use out of this palette except for the 4 sparkly shades on the side. I think they called them duochromes, but I really didn't find them as duochromes or duo whatevers. But no, keeping that palette, love it. It's got a great mirror for travel. Keeping that palette. It's not going anywhere but back up here on my shelf. Okay, here is my drawer of my most used palettes usually. So let's just go through it. Okay, starting off with is my chocolate bar palette. Love this palette. I recently did a video on this using the pink and purple shades, and that made me fall back in love with it, so that palette's not going anywhere. Here is my semi-sweet chocolate bar. I love everything about this palette except for that blue shade. I have never liked that blue shade. I thought about digging it out once. I hated it so bad, but I didn't want to destroy my palette, so I didn't. But I'm keeping it. Here is my Too Faced Pink Bonbons palette. You've got to admit that palette is so pretty and girly. Love it. I don't get as much use out of it as I did when I first got it because I didn't have as many palettes then as I do now, but I'm keeping it because I want the whole collection. And you know, the Sweet Peach palette. I love this palette. It smells so nice, and I get so much use out of it. I love the puree and the cobbler, and I love this palette. It's beautiful. I get a lot of use out of this palette. I keep going back to it over and over and over again. Oh, I think I've messed up my little hinge on it. Oh no. I still love that palette. And then here is the Too Faced White Chocolate Bar palette. Still in the box. Haven't touched it. Need to get it out and use it. I don't know what my problem is. It's beautiful. I got it on sale, the reason I bought it. I need to get it out and use it. That mint chocolate and that raspberry cream and lavender cake are beautiful. I need to get it out and use it. Hopefully getting rid of some of these other palettes will make me be able to get some of these things out and use them. And then next is a palette that my gorgeous niece Erica bought me. This is the Too Faced Cat Eyes palette. This palette is so pretty. And you get such cute eye looks out of it. I love Pussycat, Kitty, Glitter, and Kitten. Look at that. Is that not adorable? And you get such cute eye looks out of it. I've got so many palettes that I just don't get to use on my palettes all the time. So, well over 120 eyeshadow products is just too many things for one woman to have. But there are several things that I'm eyeing right now. I've got to get rid of some stuff to get some more stuff. And then my niece Sarah got me the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette. And you get some adorable eye looks out of this one too. So keeping that one too. Now on to my Anastasia. This is the Master Palette by Mario, and I really do like this palette, so I'm keeping this one. Of course, you know I'm not getting rid of anything Anastasia. I might be blonde, but I'm not stupid. I'm not even I'm not naturally blonde. And here is my Modern Renaissance by Anastasia. I was way late on getting this palette. I didn't think I wanted it. I thought I would never wear those colors on my eyes, and then I bought it, and I fell in love. I've even panned a couple colors on it, getting ready to pan a couple more. I love this palette, and this would be a palette that I would definitely repurchase. What you doing back here, sneezing? I love that palette. It is beautiful. I just wish they didn't have that velvety texture to them because they get dirty so easy. You really have to be so careful when you're using them, and you have to keep them in the boxes so they don't get dirty, and that's a lot of upkeep. And then here is the Subculture palette. This palette is just a recent purchase for me, and every time I went into Ulta, I'd look at it and think, oh, I so want that, and then I'd hear all the controversy about it, and I'm like, I'm not wasting my money on that. And then I'd go in there and I'd swatch it, and I'm like, oh gosh, I so want that. Well, I finally broke over and I got it, and I love it. It's beautiful, and it's not as bad as everybody said, because I think they must have improved the formula, and I'm glad I bought it. It's beautiful. In fact, that's what I put on my eyes today. I love it, and I'm glad I bought it. Perfect fall palette. But the perfect palette for me is definitely the Soft Glam palette by Anastasia. This palette, the first time I saw the sneak peek of it, I knew that palette was for me. Look at those colors. That's a perfect wedding palette. That's a perfect special occasion palette. That palette is just beautiful. It gives such a classy, beautiful eye. I love that palette. Miss Bells is back in my lap. She said, I'm not getting enough mommy attention. She said, I'm not getting enough mommy attention. So that palette definitely stays in my collection. And there's my husband. And the next palette is the Norvina palette. My husband bought me this palette, and this palette is beautiful. He knew I had been wanting it, and he bought this for me before I went into surgery. So this palette will forever be in my heart, because he was so sweet to buy me this. Look at those colors. Isn't that beautiful? Loving on that. So that was so sweet of him. Next is the Tarte Style by Harouche palette. My friend Susan Anthony gave me this. It's 6 beautiful shades and a blush, and I love Tarte blushes. Love them. So I love this palette. That royal shade is beautiful. It's soft. It's not as dark as you think it would be, but I love it. Because, you know, I don't always like something really dark on my eye, so I love that palette. It's not going anywhere. Not doing too good in this drawer, am I? Well, here's one that I can take out, and I think I'm going to take this out and put this in my desk at work. This is the Revlon Makeup Revolution dupe for the Subculture palette. This is the Icon Division palette, Reloaded Icon Division palette. And this is a really good palette, and since I love the Subculture so much, I'm going to keep that, but I'm going to take it to work, so I'm going to take that out of my drawer. Now here is the Lorac Pro 3 palette. And I like it because all the colors are so soft except for that black, and that black is so messy. But I'm going to keep this palette because I do love Lorac's formulation. Here is one of my favorite palettes of all time. This is the It Cosmetics Naturally Pretty palette, and these colors are so beautiful and soft. They blend themselves. They're all mattes, but there is a transition shade down here. It's a pearlized, and you can make all the shades pearlized looking, so it actually doubles the look of your palette, and I love that palette. Mother got me that, and I will never part with that. I liked it so much that I bought its sister palette, the Pretty Romantics. And both of them are also in the velvety case, and they're so hard to keep clean. I wish I had kept the first one in its box, but here's what it looks like. It's more summery looking, or spring looking, and I really need to get it out and play with it a little bit more. And I'm hoping by getting rid of some of these palettes that I'll be able to do that. I need to get it moving a little bit faster like I did in the first one. Here is one that I'm going to get rid of. It is the Bad Habit Retro Love. I got rid of all my other Bad Habit palettes because I gave them to my niece, Erica, but I'm going to give this one to my niece, Sarah, because I'd already given my niece, Erica, one of these, but it is spot on for the Subculture palette, and Erica liked it, so I'm going to give this one to Sarah and see if she likes it as much as Erica did, and the looks out of this are really, really pretty, so I'm going to give that one to Sarah. Here is a Ulta Beauty Matte Neutrals palette, and if you're looking for just a really inexpensive palette that's really good, these are really good. They're only $20, and I'm going to put this in my iffy pile. I really like it. I've got so many palettes. I'll put this in my iffy pile. It's a good palette. I'd like to keep it for comparison. This is my Pure Cosmetics Belf collection. It is a dupe for the Naked 3 palette, and I do love this palette, so it's not going anywhere. I don't have anything else like it, so I'm keeping that one. And here is my Kat Von D Shaded Light palette. I love this palette, and it's not going anywhere. I did have the Makeup Revolution dupe for it, but I had given that one to my niece Sarah. But I love this palette. This shade Lazarus right here is one of my favorite shades of all time. Love that shade. And here is the original Naked palette, which is now been discontinued. They're half price, so if you want this palette, you need to get it. I think they're now coming out with a Naked Cherry palette. But the Naked original is half price, so if that is on your wish list, you better run out and grab it. And here is the Naked Heat palette by Urban Decay. When you're cleaning your palettes, make sure you're using alcohol to clean them with, and not nail polish remover or acetone, because I was cleaning this one and I accidentally pumped acetone on my cotton pad and wiped off all the names, and I had to print off a label and put the names on it. It didn't have the names on it anymore, and I wanted my names on it, so yeah. So, made a boo-boo there. But the shades in this are absolutely beautiful, and I love it. So that's my Naked Heat palette. So, let me put these back into the drawer, and we will go into the last drawer of palettes, and this is them. So I'm going to move really fast through these because I want to just move fast and get through these. So here is a Beauty Control. These are the shades Uptown Girl. I'm going to get rid of those. This is Beauty Control in Passion. I got rid of my big purple palette from Morphe, so I'm going to keep those. Here is another Beauty Control palette from Wisteria Love. Ooh, that's pretty. I think I'm going to keep that little quad or little trio. Let me wipe my hand off. Okay, here is another one of the pink Party Purple palettes. It's never been used, never been swatched, but I'm going to put that in my friend giveaway box. Here is an e.l.f. Tantalizing Taupes. I don't think I've even color swatched that. I'm going to put that in my friend giveaway box. Here is LA Colors. I'm going to keep that one. Here is another LA Colors in Night Out. Here's one in Fling. I'm going to get rid of both of those. Here is a Pixie Petra This is in Mesmerizing Minerals. I'm going to get rid of that one. I know it's green, but I am getting rid of it. Here are two Signature Club A's. I'm going to keep those because I do eventually, someday, want to do a video on those. Here are two Wet n Wilds, one in Pedalette and one in Hasta La Costa Baby. I'm going to keep both of those. Here is a Buys in Neons. I want to keep that one. Here is a Maybelline. I don't see a color name on that. Oh yeah, Emerald Smokes. I definitely want to keep that. That's in green. My friend Sean got me that. Here is a Wet n Wild in the Creme Brulee. That is such an iconic, good color to have. I'm going to put that in the giveaway box. Here is a Milani Gold Glitter. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to keep this Revlon Green and Silver. I'm going to keep this Laura Mercier A. I'm going to keep this City Minis Urban Jungle Maybelline. This Make Up Forever. It's brand spanking new. I'll put that in the giveaway box. This Meech and Mia in Copper is brand new. Never opened it. I'm going to put that in the giveaway box. Here's an LA Colors in Iris. Here's an LA Colors in Lotus. I'm going to get rid of both of those. Here's an LA Color in Lily. Here is one, another one in Iris, which is a different color. I'm going to get rid of those two. Here is an Ofra eyeshadow. I don't see a color name on that one, but I'm going to get rid of it. It's never been opened. Here is an e.l.f. Oh, I don't use that anymore. It is in Smoky. I'm going to get rid of that. Here is Wet n Wild Fantasy Makers Glitter. I'm going to get rid of that. Here is a Bitsy eyeshadow palette that my friend Sean made me. I can't get it open. There it is. I'm not going to get rid of it. It's in greens, and he knows I love greens, so I'm keeping that one. Here is an LA Colors in Orchid. I'm getting rid of that. Here is a Gold Glitter. I'm getting rid of that. Here is a Silver Glitter from Wet n Wild. I'm getting rid of that. Here is a Lancome. I'm getting rid of that. Here is an LA Color Matte. I really do like these purples. I'm keeping that because I get a really pretty purple eye every time I use that. That is in Purple Cashmere. I'm keeping that one. Here are three LA Colors. This one is in Foxy. This one is in Purple Rain. And this one is in Teal Steel. I'm getting rid of all three of those. I think all I've done is color swap those. Here is a Gold Glitter from Wet n Wild. It's called Brass. I'm getting rid of that one. This is from Physicians Formula. My niece Erica got me that. It's beautiful. I'm not getting rid of that. And here is one my friend Sean got me. It's Infallible Paints. It's green. I'm not getting rid of that. So here is what is left in this. And you saw how full it was. So that is, oh no, here's two more. So there's what's left in that. So that is this declutter. Here is three things that I had in my maybe pile. So let me go sit through these three things in my maybe pile. The Claire's glitters. Let me check out the pigmentation in these, or the glitter ability. With Halloween coming up, I think I will go ahead and keep that one. I think I may get rid of it after Halloween. The Ulta Beauty Matte Neutrals, I think I'll go ahead and keep that for comparison purposes. And the Too Faced Neutral, since I have got rid of so much stuff, I think I'm going to go ahead and keep this because I have definitely got rid of more than 25%. I am so pleased with myself, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that. I will do another video showing you and giving you the total count and showing you how everything looks once I get it to place. And I'm so happy with it, how everything has turned out and how everything looks. So if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up and a share. If you like my channel, please subscribe and hit the little notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. And be sure to share the love, not the hate. And I am so pleased with all the stuff that I have gotten rid of. And yeah, I am very, very happy with everything that I have gotten rid of. I'll show you the boxes. Here is the box for the giveaway. There's the box for the giveaway. I'll do a total count in the next video. And here is the box for my friends and family. And it is full. It is absolutely full. So, I'll do a third part giving you all the count and showing you how I got everything reorganized. So be sure to share the love, not the hate. And yeah, I'm really, really pleased. I've got rid of a whole lot of things, so I can definitely see more product, and got things now that I really like, and I've got it narrowed down. And we'll be able to use products that I really like better. So share the love, not the hate. And I have to clumsily turn off my camera again because of my knee, and I do apologize. Hopefully this won't last very long. So share the love, not the hate.